wait, we're filming now?
Yeah.
Oh, I just scratched my nose.
Hi, I'm Ed, and this is Sheridan.
Well, we're
and
not
today
gonna
on the
do
couch
it.
we have Bree and Raymond. We're going to talk to them all about all types of coffee products and what the role here is at the university. And how are you guys today?
All right, on that note, hi guys, and welcome to the Cool Beans podcast. I'm Bree,
I'm Raymond.
and we're very excited for this episode.
Whoa.
So today we actually are interviewing Sheridan Spears and Eduardo.
Cue cheer music.
Yay.
Yeah, yay!
No, I'm gonna have to.
I think it's actually not music, it's just like a cheer. Sorry. I said
Or this is
music.
where you put in Pratik's Pratik and Darian's cricket sound.
Or his.
On command!
Crazy.
Okay.
And just like that. So the first question that we have for you guys is actually for both of you. Is for like, what is your background? Such as like,
Oh.
do you have any siblings? Or like, where'd you grow up? Stuff like
I grew up in Philadelphia / like suburbs of Philadelphia. I have no brothers or sisters, one dad, and an aunt and grandmom and like some distant family, like another grandmom and two uncles.
Okay.
So
I'm from Massachusetts. Also, no brothers and sisters. I'm an only child. Single mom and raised by my grandparents also. So, yeah, just a lot of extended family in like 10 different states. But immediate family is just the 4 of us and my dog.
Cool. So now that we know a little bit more about your background, so can you just tell us how you got here to UVF and the major that you are, and how you got to pick that and all of that good jazz?
okay. I found out about the school in high school. Wanted to go, didn't, for personal reasons. Just kind of did my own thing for a couple years. Started going back to church, and then decided that it was time to do something different with my life. I came here. Actually came under business my first semester.
Oh, wow.
I switched to church music. Actually, the beginning of my second semester, because I only lasted like one Bellata class. But I also decided. Like I knew that
Mr. B.
I know that that's where God was kind of like leading me. So I did church music, and I've really enjoyed it ever since. So it's been a good time.
Oh, my turn. We actually came in the same year, so we're both juniors. I came in as a worship leading major. I had always planned to do that. I knew as soon as I was called into worship ministry at the age of 12 that I wanted to come to Valley Forge because it was a Valley Forge team leading at the camp I was at. And I was like, that's it for me. Never thought of anywhere else. So I came in as worship leading, quickly switched to music production, just again because of like personal reasons and different stuff going on in my life at the time. I was really running from my identity and whatever God wanted for my life, and I kind of wanted nothing to do with him, but at the same time I was like, no, I know I have to follow him because what would my life be without him? So then I switched to recording arts because I was like, I don't want this music program life. This is way too hard. Yeah, the music program is tough. And then I went on tour with Chosen 18, and that summer changed my life. Really encountered the Holy Spirit in a way I hadn't in a few years, and just because of all the hurt that I was carrying around with me every day, the Holy Spirit just softened my heart and said, why are you running? Came back to school that fall, so yeah, fall 2018, and I kind of felt that I was supposed to go back to the worship leading program, but I was like, I'm not going to make another rash decision. I'm going to pray about it for a while and see if this is really the Lord. Come spring semester, so a year ago, still feeling that, and I was like, I think I'm going to do it. I have to do it. And I had a dream that I was having my senior recital. So then I was like, okay, God, I'm going to do it.
That's so cool.
Got
That's
it. I'm
awesome.
ready. And I switched back, and
Which is
never-
always where she should have been.
Yeah, never should have switched to begin
totally.
with. So,
Always.
yeah, I love it, and I'm excited for whatever the heck the future has.
Yeah, you have an amazing voice. You have a lot of talent.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You just have a gift for it.
Crazy.
Totally.
It's a true gift. I love when you lead worship.
Mm-hmm.
I love leading worship. It just gives you a special encounter with the Lord that you can't have anywhere else. And you get to use your awesome, cool gifts that God's given you, which is like on a whole other level.
That's so
That's
cool that you
awesome.
guys are just open to whatever the Lord has for you, and
Yeah.
that you have the desire to give the gifts that he's given you back to him and glorify
Yeah.
him in that way.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Which also kind of progresses
Segues.
into our next question is
Mhm.
like, you want to ask it?
Sure. So, just what has God been teaching you lately? Like, I know it kind of is always changing and there's always so many things, but
Yeah.
what would you say is really at the forefront right now? Like, what has he been really pressing in?
So this is really funny. I was just talking to a friend of mine just like an hour ago, and I was talking to him about some stuff I was like dealing with in a lot of facets in my life. But I think he's really pressing in on me to kind of like, with different problems I've had and like with like my behavior towards certain things, my attitude. He said to me, he's like, whatever you're feeling right now, like whatever's pressing on you, that's what God's trying to bring out in a way. So it's kind of like, he likened it to like when you stick like something or metal into a fire, it's kind of like I guess he's like
refining.
yeah, he's
almost,
refining
yeah.
it. Yeah. And that's kind of what I feel like has been going on. God's been sort of pushing things out of me in a way, and it's because it's been rising to the surface. You know what I mean? It's kind of like he's trying to mold me and kind of bring that out of me in a way. So definitely for me, it's been a growing process in dealing with things that maybe I haven't ever dealt with as far as like behavior and attitude towards things, and kind of trying to defeat cynicism, which is a challenge. But yeah, so
And, like,
that's for me.
Yeah, because kind of, he mentioned teams earlier. For those of you who don't know, University of Valley Forge has 3 travel teams, 1 media production team, which Raymond and I are actually both on. And then we also have 2 worship teams, which have just been combined into one called UVF Worship. And they've both been on them for a couple years now. So that's definitely a challenge in itself, and like learning more about yourself and how to work with other people, being on tour for like an entire summer and going to different like conventions and camps. And that's definitely like a
Yeah,
large like
it's a
teaching
lot.
and learning moment. And because you're a team leader this year, aren't you?
I am, and I guess that kind of ties into my answer to this question. God's been teaching me in this semester alone. I really feel like He's been teaching me a number of things that all kind of tie in together, and that's to be more confident in who I am and who He's made me to be. I'm extremely critical of myself, almost to the point where I wouldn't say unhealthy, but where I don't like myself at times. And it's been hard because people will tell me when I talk to, mentors or role models of mine, just people I trust, they'll look at me and say, you're carrying the image of God with you. Like we were made in His image. You're a temple of the Holy Spirit. Like you not liking yourself is saying in essence that you don't like the Lord. And I'm like, that's not what I wanted. And there's times where I, like just a few days ago, actually, on Saturday, I've spent a good like 2.5 hours I don't even know what I read in the Bible. I read so many different things. I was just like, it was like really catching up with an old friend. I was like, Lord, I'm so sorry that I like don't take time to like talk to you. It's like small talk. I find that my prayers lately have been like small talk with a friend, like, hey, how's your classes? This awesome weather today. By the way, the weather was like 72 degrees today. It was awesome. But it's like small talk that I have with the Lord on a daily basis. And He's teaching me just to spend time with Him. And then all of the good qualities that He has already placed within me will just come to fruition. Like being more confident in His calling on my life. Being more bubbly, even though I'm an introvert, it's a struggle.
And I'm an extrovert, which is doubly a struggle.
INFJ, ESTP.
I don't know that for sure though.
Think
Myers-
I haven't
think
taken
about
I haven't
that.
taken the test, so I don't. That's her. Not saying she's wrong, but that's her. Like
Your
that's what
assessment.
she.
But just
yeah.
think about that for a second. Polar
Yeah,
opposites, but it's okay. We balance each other out, which is awesome. But yeah, just to spend more time with Him intentionally and then be intentional about myself is kind of the pinpoint of it.
If you guys have like questions or anything that you do want to talk to them about, definitely go talk to them. They're amazing servants of the Lord. They know a lot, and you guys are great. And like just being able to hear this from you is just fantastic, because you guys also very much do show the Lord through your relationship that you have with each other, and just like, because you grow together and you grow towards God. Because I remember like learning in like youth group that you have to grow towards God as an individual, but you also have to grow together at the same time.
Yeah.
And I definitely can see that you
See
guys
that
are
in
both
you
growing
guys.
individually, but you guys are both growing together, and that's I love to see that, and that's just great. And
So send in your Twitter questions, and we'll try to get to everyone.
We'll put your Instagram.
Hashtag
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah.
and share.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the win.
yeah. But we do have one more question, and it's gonna end on a bit of a lighter note. But what is your favorite coffee order, go-to coffee place? I know this is a little
Eddie,
bit
do you
difficult
even
for
have
Eddie.
one?
I just start. All right. So here's
Yeah.
the thing. I'm. All right.
He's learning.
I just started
Drinking coffee.
less than a
drinking
week ago.
coffee. On Wednesday, I'm gonna try to make the story really short. On Wednesday, we met with a youth pastor friend of ours. He also has ADD, like me. And he was like, coffee is a focuser. Now, I've been looking for something to kind of help me focus in class better and stuff like that. So I said, all right, I'll give it another try. I had tried so many times because I wanted to be in this coffee world. But I couldn't, like, I would try it and I'd be like, this is terrible. I hate this. And so the next day happened to be a buy one, get one free at Starbucks. So we were like, oh, this is God.
Okay.
So I got a
A tall vanilla latte.
latte.
Start
Nice.
them in easy, like training wheels.
Chill,
Training
yeah.
wheels.
And I haven't been able to stop. I've had 4 cups
Yeah.
today. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
terrible. I know.
For just
One extreme
starting,
to the other.
That's a lot because I've been
yeah.
drinking coffee. That's a whole other story, but at least 15 years. I know that would have made
So
me
what
like
are your,
5
what
or
are your
6.
favorite coffee orders?
But
So
Wait,
far, Eddie, what is your?
15 years?
I
Yes,
don't
She's been
have-
drinking coffee since she was
Okay.
like 5.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I'm
Here's the
not
thing.
kidding.
So far, Wawa is my favorite coffee.
Yes. Same.
French vanilla with French vanilla creamer and as many sugars as I need to make the pain go away.
Try half hazelnut, half hot chocolate with hazelnut creamer.
I'll
good.
pray
So
about
good.
it.
It's
But
not.
I woke
you
up
don't
this
taste-
morning.
That's great.
You don't taste as much coffee. You taste
Yeah.
the hazelnut. You taste the hot chocolate. So it's
So good.
it's good.
I woke up this morning before my 7:55 to go get coffee, and I went to my 7:55, and I was like,
Look
I
at
can
you.
understand things. Like I'm able to pay attention. I don't get tired in the middle of the day right now, and I'm really using it to get off to get off soda. So that's
Yeah.
another reason. I've
So
only
you're going
Yeah,
from a
have to use
soda
something
addiction
to
to
get
a
coffee addiction.
Which
But-
is the good one.
maybe I will lose weight in the process. We'll see. I don't know.
Anyways, so classic Starbucks fan. I like to try different things, but anything with espresso, I usually get like 4 to 5 shots because 1 or 2 is not enough. But I also really like eBrew right now.
Yes.
I've only been there once. I don't remember what I got. It was some mocha mint. No, actually, I don't remember because it was very strong and very good. Anything strong, pretty much.
On that note, thank you guys very much for being here today. We very much appreciate you volunteering actually to
Yes.
really want to be a part of this
Yeah.
podcast. And
It's just all about us, and that's all we cared about. We were just like, we just
These
wanna
are
talk
very good
about
friends
us.
of ours, and we were like, "Hey, we'd love to help you out, and it'd be fun." Plus, they gave us coffee, so I almost said they fed us.
I'm also an
coffee.
avid interview watcher, and I was like, I want to be interviewed. I like
Yes.
podcasts too. I'm a
Yeah.
big podcast
well,
fan.
there you go. There's
There
the-
you go.
Win.
So thank you
Cool
for
beans.
coming out
Cheers.
and checking out and giving us your click.
Clink.
Clink.
Clink. Bye.
Bye. Deuces.